Hello beautiful people, and welcome to today's video here on Environmentalism with Shalom, where we are consciously seeking innovative ways of creating and maintaining a more healthier and a more harmonious relationship with Mother Nature. And today we are talking about environmental worldviews. Like, what do you think is your environmental worldview, your environmental perception, your environmental perspective? How do you think your environmental decisions are affecting the environment? And trust me, everybody makes environmental decisions each and every single day. I mean, we live, play, work, eat in the environment, and so it goes without saying that the environment has a pervasive influence on the quality of our lives and our general welfare. And of course, our decisions do affect the environment to a certain extent, and of course in a certain way, depending on how we view the environment and our role in the environment. And guys, please do subscribe to my channel. Do give this video a thumbs up if you love it. Click the notification button so that every time I post a video, you are notified. And so without talking too much, let's just get right to today's video. So I realized that most people don't know what environmental worldviews they have. And honestly, I believe that the awareness of environmental worldview or environmental perspective shapes your actions and sensitivity towards the environment, and it also allows you to actually enjoy the benefits that come with that awareness. Because once you are aware of how you see the environment, of how you view the environment, and the kind of decisions that you make, and you know how they're actually affecting the environment, it's easier for you to change them and seek more healthier, innovative ways and creative ways of actually having a more positive impact on the environment, because you know how you are negatively affecting the environment. So that is why today I just wanted to highlight the major environmental worldviews that we have and their characteristics, so that you are able to place yourself under one of those and kind of have an idea of the impact you are having on the environment based on your everyday decisions. Let me just start by defining what an environmental worldview is. We can also refer to it as an environmental perspective. So throughout the video, I'm just going to be using those interchangeably. Is that how you say it? I think so. So anyways, an environmental worldview is collective beliefs and values that give people a sense of how the world works, their role in the environment, environmental ethics, and right and wrong behavior towards the environment. Now, if most people share the view that humans are superior and should dominate over nature, that we don't limit our consumption, or that we don't have environmental regulations, then nature could face certain challenges. And if most humans share the view that all life forms have essential value, that all living things deserve moral and ethical considerations, and therefore the right to exist, then the sustainability of nature could have a very different outcome. So we can literally say that the environment or nature is at the mercy of the environmental worldviews of humans, and that is very, very sad, because we are very toxic children of Mother Earth, and we continuously take and never give back. Anyways, there are three main environmental worldviews:
the anthropocentric, also known as the human-centered worldview; the biocentric, also known as the life-centered worldview; and the ecocentric, also known as the earth-centered worldview.
So number one, let's talk about the anthropocentric, also known as the human-centered worldview, and see what it is all about, and if you are that guy.
The anthropocentric view is very human-centered, believing that human beings are the most important entity in the universe. They interpret the world in terms of human values and experiences. Some refer to the concept as human supremacy or human exceptionalism. They say humans should form the center of everything and any kind of evaluation. These people believe everything was created for human ends. Anthropocentrism regards humans as separate from and superior to nature. This is usually claimed on the basis of some kind of valuable characteristics that humans alone are supposed to possess, such as the possession of a soul, rationality, self-awareness, free will, the capacity for duties and obligations, or the capacity to project a future. Anthropocentrism is rooted in Christianity, as in the biblical Genesis. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, in our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, over the livestock, all the earth, and over all the creatures that move along the ground." This passage has been interpreted as an indication of humanity's superiority to nature. They took this verse seriously and literally and personally.
So we can say that people who believe in the anthropocentric worldview are just selfish as human beings. They believe that population growth is good for the economy because every child born is a consumer, so a customer. They are not concerned whatsoever with overpopulation. They are literally the true firm believers of Asizalaneni Sibebanenge. To justify their continued expansion of resource exploitation, they rely on the myth of superabundance, that there is always more from where that came from, that we will never run out of resources, that even if we exhaust resources in one place, we can always move to the next. Like, how fucked up is that mentality? These people are so technologically optimistic. They believe that technology and science will forever save us from any kind of harm caused by our business as usual kind of attitude, just doing what we gotta do and not caring about the damage we are exerting or the kind of impact we are having on the environment. They believe that the capacity of human ingenuity to solve environmental problems as they arise is infinite. They are not concerned about land shortage. They are saying that land shortage is not going to be a problem in the future. It can be overcome by using fusion energy to desoil the seawater and reclaim the deserts of the earth. These guys are not even concerned about extinction because they believe that extinction is not a disaster. It is only natural that species become extinct, that humans are nothing but the latest in a long line of extermination in a geological line. Are you serious? Anyways, number 2, let's talk about the biocentric, also known as the life-centered worldview.
Most people with a life-centered worldview believe we have an ethical responsibility to avoid causing the premature extinction of species throughout activities for 2 reasons. First, each species is a unique storehouse of genetic information that should be respected and protected simply because it exists. Secondly, that each species has potential economic benefit for human use. They believe we have an ethical responsibility to take a wider view and work to prevent degradation of the Earth's ecosystems, biodiversity, and the biosphere. Biocentrism has an ethical point of view that extends inherent value to all living things. It claims that the rights and the needs of humans are not more important than other living things, that all living things deserve moral and ethical considerations. Part of this argument points out that humans have inhabited the earth for a very short period of time compared to many other organisms. And while many organisms don't depend on humans for survival, humans would likely become extinct very quickly without the support of many life forms. However, they acknowledged that humans have an ethical moral responsibility to be caring managers of the earth due to their unique decision-making faculties, to act in the best interest of other forms of life.
So basically, biocentric ethics calls for a rethinking of the relationship between humans and nature, that nature does not exist simply to be used and consumed by humans, but that humans are just one species amongst many. Because we are a part of an ecosystem, any actions which negatively affect the living system of which we are a part of adversely affects us as well. So in simple terms, biocentrism believe that each and every single organism, each and every single species out here in the world has inherent value, and that humans are not separate from nature but a part of it, and definitely not superior to any other organism in a moral or ethical sense. Honestly, I really appreciate people who believe in the life-centered worldview because, in a sense, I feel like they are logical, and in a way practical as well, because they also put a price tag on the environment, but at the same time they are saying we are going to take care of the environment so that they can take care of us, and also replace what they take so that they continuously take, in a way, kinda, if that makes sense. As much as it's a do me or do you kind of situation, you can see that these are literally caring managers of Mother Earth. Number 1, they believe that humans are equal members of the Earth's life community. Number 2, they believe that humans and nature or any other species are interdependent. Number 3, all organisms are centers of life in a sense that each is a unique individual pursuing its own good in its own way. I mean, I kind of believe in that, but I do believe that everything is serving a specific purpose. Nothing was created for nothing. I necessarily don't agree with the fact that, everything is pursuing its own purpose in its own way, but that it was created for, a specific purpose. Moving forward to the last environmental worldview that we have, number 3, which is the ecocentric, also known as the earth-centered worldview. So ecocentrism is the broadest worldview that we have talked about so far. I really love the fact that it looks at the environment and Mother Earth as a whole in a holistic manner. So people who believe in the ecocentric environmental worldview believe that the earth, Mother Nature, does not need saving. It does not need us to manage it for it to survive, but we, the humans, need the earth for us to survive. We are non-existent without the earth. Literally, nature is the foundation of our existence and functionality. Literally. Talk about saving the earth makes no sense, because life on earth has sustained itself for billions and billions of years and will continue to do so with or without the very recent arrival of humans. What we do need to do though is to save our own species and our cultures, which have been around for literally 3 seconds, okay, of the 3.5 billion year of life here on earth. So ecocentrism believes that the only way for us to preserve the earth's natural capital is for us to mimic nature. Humans are not in charge or managers of the world, that human economies and other systems are just subsystems of the earth's life support systems. 2, that we are within and part of, not apart from, the community of life and the ecological processes that sustain all life forms. 3 is the belief that the natural system that we are all part of is holistic, that is interconnected and interdependent. It is in our own self-interest not to act in ways that impair the overall system. Because trust me, the sustainability of our species, our economies, our civilizations all depend on the sustainability of Mother Earth, which we are a part of. Okay, honestly, I really feel that identifying with the ecocentric environmental worldview is not easy. It comes with a lot of responsibility, and I really believe that the ecocentric environmental worldview is what I think we all should identify with. I really believe that is the only way for the survival of humanity.
Learning how nature sustains itself and integrating such lessons from nature into the ways we think and act.
And also, it is the only way that we can ever come close to kind of reversing the damage that we have caused on our environment within Mother Nature, because at the end of the day, there is so many people that are suffering the consequences of the damage that has been caused on the environment. And just because you are not experiencing any form of, negative environmental effects, wherever you are, it doesn't mean that other people are not. It is so sad that usually the polluter is not the one that experiences the pollution, if that makes sense anyway. I really, really hope that today's topic touches you in a certain way, that you rethink of your relationship with Mother Earth, that you look for ways that you can actually identify with the ecocentric environmental worldview, because it is the way. Anyways, since we have come to the end of today's video, I want to ask you the question: what is your environmental worldview? Which environmental worldview do you identify with from the ones that we have been talking about today? Thank you so much for watching till the end, baby. I always appreciate that, and you know what it is. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and do comment your thoughts down below. And guys, please do comment. Let's engage. Your comments really help my video to maneuver in the universe of YouTube. Okay, it really does help my video.